Are we recording?
We're recording. We're always recording.
There we go.
Always record.
Welcome to the Gamer Reaction Podcast. This is podcast number 85. With Fly Girls and intro jingle. So, as I mentioned, once every 20 podcasts, we kind of forget that maybe you've jumped in after podcast number 1 and don't know who we are. So, real quick, round robin. The jerk talking right now is Alex. Someone else introduce yourself now.
My name is Jeremy. I'm nerdy. So there you have it.
I'm Dianna. I have the feminine voice. But I'm really a 16-year-old boy.
Yeah, feminine, but not woman. It's actually a man.
No, I'm really a girl.
She can pass for
Last time I
a
checked, I was a
16-year-old
girl.
boy.
Last time I checked.
It's funny. You could pass. And with you, not always, is Chris Garavella. Here to make sure the podcast stays rude and crude.
Dude, crude, dude.
This is
Quick,
what- this is
anybody
what
know
I
the
do.
answer
Like,
to that?
are you like Sonic the Hedgehog and, Raphael from the 80s Ninja Turtles cartoon?
Kind of.
No, actually, that also could be referenced to the 19-something movie with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman, Hook. Anybody?
What?
Anybody?
Yeah, I got it, but
Cobra!
No, that was not a Cobra la 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 moment. That was a goofy. Oh.
no. I'm just reminding you that if you hear stuff that you'd rather not hear and have your children hear, it's probably me who said it.
Yeah, this isn't, while it may be a family-friendly podcast, it would have to be a family of 18-plus people.
Yeah.
Hence
Not
the
like-
Canada
wait,
Bears
not like-
something on your
18
t-shirt.
people in the family?
No. Not like a really big family of kids, but like, adult family.
Like a family of lost boys all living together.
No, what
This
is
was
with
a video
you? I'm
podcast
trying to
with
make this
t-shirt.
work. You're
What?
trying to make this hook thing work.
I'm not trying to make it work.
What's-
I just
yeah.
it was an actual quote from the movie.
You got hooked, and then now you're coming out with the Lost Boys. I mean,
I don't know.
we're talking
Diana's got a
vampires.
thing for little boys.
I get what?
Well, I mean, earlier you were saying you were a 16-year-old boy, or you
Oh,
wanted
I
to
guess
be.
so. Yeah, I
something.
guess that's my hook today, right? No pun
Oh
intended.
my gosh!
No pun intended.
Who invited this
It's a
girl?
video podcast, Alex. Your T-shirt would be wildly inappropriate.
My T-shirt is.
It's Panda Bears humping. There's no getting around what it is.
Yeah.
I know, but you know what it is it's
Well, they could be
encouraging an
playing
endangered
Russian
species to propagate.
Speaking of propagation, Jeremy, is there an olive branch behind you?
Jeremy is extending peace.
That is those are Christmas decorations from 2 years ago.
Fantastic.
That's
Because
awesome.
I like to stay up to
Oh
date.
my gosh! Remember when we played video games?
Yes,
Oh my
and
god!
actually.
Every single podcast, we say that in some form or
Well,
another.
hey, we gotta, get into the mood, start talking a little bit, get the oral juices flowing. Poor phrasing. But I'm gonna go ahead and start us off with something that I just did recently because it's video game related and it was actually quite cool.
Nice.
Like that one?
Mhm.
For anyone who isn't aware, I lived in New York for a long time, but now I'm back in Oregon, which is where I was born. And we've got this great thing here called OMSI. It's the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry. And what they have right now is an exhibit called Game On 2.0. And what it is it's a whole exhibit surrounding the history of video games from the first to the most recent. And in addition to having, a bunch of posters with a bunch of history and information about various companies and lifespans of systems and games and whatnot, they've also got playable versions of just about everything you can think of. So I got to go back and I was playing an MSX, which never made it to America, but was the huge platform for Japan for Sony and Nintendo and stuff for a while. And
The Jaguar.
yeah, they had the Jaguar.
The 32X.
Yep. Well, no. I don't think they had 32X, but they had TurboGrafx, ColecoVision, Sega Master System, Nintendo. 3DO? They had a 3DO. They had a CDI, the Philips CDI.
Oh my gosh! Hang on.
Oh, I remember that.
On that thought, I was just who the heck was I just talking to? We were talking about Kadash.
Oh, for the TurboGrafx 16?
Well, just in general, but the TurboGrafx 16 made me think of it. Who the heck was I talking to?
I don't know, but they were clearly awesome.
Yeah, we were talking about Kadash and how it was like, this / action role-playing game.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of really great stuff there, and and they had some arcade units as well, and PCs set up, and what are you laughing at?
A mothership just passed over, I think, Jeremy's house.
No, it wasn't me.
I heard that.
It's not me.
It's gotta be Diana's house.
Jeremy, are you vacuuming?
Yes, I'm vacuuming while we do the podcast.
I bet you that's Sarah vacuuming the apartment.
Great.
What? No, it's not.
Great. Sarah's always vacuuming during our podcast.
It could be the hurricane. The hurricane that just passed us, Irene.
You mean Hurricane?
I don't believe you.
Yeah. Hurricane wussed out after it hit North Carolina.
No, actually, it caused some some problems. Unfortunately,
right.
I don't see it because I've been a hermit for these past couple of days.
Right.
Since there's no transportation, everything is closed in the area. I can't go outside.
Yeah. Jeremy sent me a video of some flooding down by the river. That was about it. It
was great. There was someone driving through a couple feet of water, like 2 feet of water, and then he sends me a text saying, "Yeah, the great thing is that they drive through that and they'd be all proud and people would be watching, and then they get to the other end and there's cops saying, no, you got to turn around and go back."
That's lame.
And they would have to go back through this. This was about half an hour's worth of solid entertainment because they go through. They'd be so proud they made it through the big puddle, and they get through, and then they get to another puddle, and at the other end of that puddle is cops blocking that off and telling them, no, go back. And so they turn around. They'd be so pissed that they had to go back, and so they'd ford the lake again. And I think the funniest thing is every time somebody came back, there was somebody else waiting who would see somebody coming from the other direction and be like, "Oh, well, if they can make it, I can make it." And the process would repeat over and over again, and nobody coming back rolled down their window to stop the next person from going. They were like, no, if I did this, someone else has got to do it too.
It's kind of crazy. I saw a picture of this tree in a building. It just was right over a building in Astoria. It's wild.
So weird because, dude, where I am, it was like somebody was blowing through a straw. There was no damage. Really anything. A couple leaves fell off a tree, maybe.
Yeah. Same here. It was pretty uneventful. However, it did cause damage, enough damage that the subways were closed on Saturday, Sunday, and apparently tomorrow. So I'm not going to be going to work tomorrow again. Yay! Which is kind of cool and kind of bad at the same time.
Yeah.
But we survived. Yay! But I thought what was really funny was the fact that people in New York City were going absolutely insane, and the media just made it go crazy, just exploded it, and people were foaming at the mouth. And first you have your earthquake that happened last week, which, by the way, did anybody feel that? Any of you guys? Chris, did you at all?
I think Jeremy's mic broke.
Anybody? I guess not. I guess nobody.
I was actually on the toilet when that happened. I found out after the fact. And I came out, and everyone was like, "Hey, did you feel the earthquake?" And I was like, "Sorry. I'll warn you next time." I didn't feel it.
No, I didn't either. No, I didn't even know that there was an earthquake. There's some people who were like, "Oh man, I have motion sickness." I'm like, "Are you serious? How do you have motion sickness? It's kind of ridiculous."
Motion sickness?
Yeah,
have they ever walked down the street before? Because from what I understand, that's about how rough it was.
I know. I mean, literally, the people in the West Coast like my friends in the West Coast, some of their status updates on Facebook were like, "Oh man, you New Yorkers are such, excuse the word for saying, but you New Yorkers are such pussies because everything that's happening around the world, it happens to you, and like for some reason everything, like you guys blow it out of proportion and like start whining and crying." But whatever.
Yeah, California, they're one to talk. They get a flake of snow and the state shuts down.
Yeah. Anyway, but it gives you plenty of time to game, which is cool.
That it does.
Plenty of time anyway.
And speaking of which, I'm going to use that as a segue.
Go for it.
Because I had not only started a new game, but completed an entire new game with all this time I've had because of all the disasters outside.
Oh, yeah?
And this game it's really awesome, actually, and it's been discontinued at GameStop. They're not selling it anymore.
Oh.
Just one GameStop. Shadows of the Damned by Suda51. And it's basically a really fun survival horror that doesn't take itself too seriously, has a lot of really crude humor, but well done, pretty funny. And
that's what I hear. I hear it's a good time.
Yeah.
I haven't played
Do you know why it's banned or why it's not in GameStop anymore?
Because it failed miserably in sales. It just hasn't sold, and they yanked it off the shelves. Just the one closest to me. They had it at the other one. So, but a shame really, because it's a really fun game. It's actually a perfect Halloween game. If people discover this game and get it and play it in the month of October, this was the perfect Halloween game for this year.
Cool. Very cool. So that's the game you played and you beat?
Yep, played it straight through. Marathoned it.
That's it.
How long did it take you to beat it?
It's a good 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
All said and done. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
What about you, Chris?
Huh. What about me?
What you been playing?
Couple of things here and there.
Okay. Is there a reason why you're being so cryptic about it?
No. So there's no cryptics about up here.
Okay. Super.
What do you... Something's funny, Giggle Pants.
Nothing. It's just I just think it's funny that you're being cryptic about what you're playing right now. Okay. Awesome. I've been playing Nintendo. I've been playing a lot of Nintendo games. Dusted off the old Wii. And played Super Mario Galaxy 2. Which is fun. And I've also been playing Donkey Kong Country Returns. Which is also... Really good. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know if I like playing with the Wii controller. I don't think I like it. I don't like playing with a nunchuck. I want to play with a normal controller. I don't want to waggle at things unless I absolutely have to.
Holy cow. Breaking news from Dianna on the Wii Nunchuck controller.
Rocks the nation.
Breaking news.
Is it really breaking news? I don't know. Maybe it's just annoying. Maybe I just find it annoying because I can't play it on my couch and I have to play the game on my.
Why?
Yeah, because it's too far away.
What?
What are you talking about? It's the same distance as my couch was.
I swear to God, dude. It's apparently the infrared does not pick up from the couch.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't seem right at all.
I shit you. Shit you not.
Maybe I believe that's the case. I believe that's the situation, but I also believe that you've done something wrong.
I have done absolutely nothing. I know. That's what's baffling.
Have
I'm sitting on the couch. What do I do? I don't even know.
Maybe the sensor's too high. Is it attached to the television?
Is it on the bottom?
Yeah, it hasn't been moved. It's where it was when you had it.
It has been moved because that was my sensor. and I took it with me.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Did you
Maybe-
calibrate the sensor?
Is it
Did you
on
try
the
turning it
top,
off?
or is it on
It's
the
at the
bottom of
bottom.
the TV?
It's at the bottom of the TV.
Then I don't know what your problem
Wait,
is.
is the Wii calibrated for it to be on the bottom?
Yeah, that might be the problem.
Are you serious?
You gotta go into the settings and make sure that it's set to the thing is on the bottom and not on the top.
You're fucking me, right? Like this is
No,
a joke.
no. This is totally legit.
You got to calibrate the sensor.
I
Yes.
gotta calibrate the sensor. All right. I'll calibrate
Well, it's
the sensor.
It's just a toggle. Basically,
isn't
it's just
the
is it on the
Bootcast.
top or is it on the
What are you
bottom?
doing? Wait, I don't know. You have to
You just-
calibrate it.
No. It's not complicated. You just go into the main menu on the
Okay.
system, go to options. It might say calibrate. I don't know. And then it's just, is the sensor on the top or is it on the bottom? You click one of them, whichever one is correct, and then you're done.
And then I'm done. All right. Well, then I'll. This dude is literally.
He's eating. He's having
eating.
dinner.
He's having his dinner.
Look,
Mute your
stop.
mic. I don't want to hear you scraping the spoon at the bottom
You know
of your
what,
bowl,
Diana?
dude.
This podcast isn't for you. Maybe all
Gobble
the
that
fans
down.
want to hear Chris's scraping.
Don't try and change the subject about
I'm
I'm playing Wii, complaining about it, yet I don't
Wait,
think I
no.
set it up correctly.
Okay, maybe you know what? I'll
just-
eat some crow. I'll eat some crow right here, and you know what? I will calibrate the Wii and make sure it works
I
correctly.
will
Wait.
At the moment-
What? I'll eat some crow.
I'll eat crow. It's a figure of speech.
I don't believe you.
I don't
Oh
know.
my
I think
God,
you just
guys.
made that up.
What?
Never
I
heard
didn't say
that.
that. I just make that up. Come on, Jeremy,
I'll
back
eat
me up
some
on this. You're an
crow.
intelligent,
I've
sophisticated
never
man.
heard that, to be
Oh
honest.
my God! Then call Tara over. It is an actual, for
Eat
realsies
some
phrase. Eat
crow.
Eat crow.
Googling this right now.
Eat crow.
Eating crow is a family of idioms having to do with eating and being proven incorrect.
There it is.
Yeah, what are you, from like 1912?
1912.
I think the etymology has this placing that statement as disused since 1486.
Yeah.
Yay!
Like, America, not even discovered by Columbus.
You know what? I think Diana read that in one of her romance novels.
Yeah, probably.
I have been reading an excess amount being locked in this apartment for the past weekend.
Eating
Why
crow is a
people-
euphemism, isn't
You
it?
didn't have to be locked in.
I couldn't go anywhere else. Where else would I go? I'd be blown away.
You could be
Why
walking
could-
around.
What are you talking about?
Queens has virtually been untouched with this thing.
What are you talking about? You're talking about like if in my area, there's a lot of foliage on the floor. Okay,
So many leaves.
Yeah, there are so many leaves
So
on the
many
ground,
leaves.
Alex, you would not believe it.
I mean,
mean-
a tree branch could fall off. I mean,
Where are the
actually-
groundskeepers?
Why is anyone cleaning up the leaves on the street? I'm just
Oh
saying.
my goodness, Alex.
Anyway, okay,
So-
my point is,
Playing.
okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So, before we go into what I've been playing, I would really like, if you don't mind indulging me for a minute, to go back and finish my thought on Game On 2.0.
Oh my god. That was like
Oh, I'm
45
sorry
minutes
that the
ago.
subject was ripped out of my hands.
You're welcome.
But no, there was just one other thing about that I really wanted to mention because I thought it was really neat. They had they had the old stuff and all the new stuff, but then they also had a virtual reality thing set up where it was this massive okay, you know how like in the circus the motorcycles are right around that steel cage
Yeah.
and like go upside down and shit? Well, they had like one of those things, except it was covered in sensors, and they would open it up and you would crawl in, or you'd walk in, and then you put on this visor and they gave you a gun, and then they had a monitor so we could see what the person inside was seeing, and then it's an FPS, and you could run around, you could run in this thing, and it was like a hamster wheel. You could run in any direction, and it would move perfectly, and you'd shoot and stuff, and it was really, really cool. I thought it was really neat.
It
Why
sounds
are you
like-
guys not
That
blown
sounds
away?
really
It
cool.
sounds like Nick
You all look
Arcade.
bored.
It sounds like Nick Arcade.
Well, now it's a reality. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
And I think that sort of thing. Like honestly, I think that sort of thing will be common before I die.
Do you remember Nick Arcade, Alex?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I do.
I remember Nick Arcade.
When they would send the kids into that like fake video game thing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
All right, jump over to green screen alligators.
That's what
But the
it
thing
sounds
is,
like.
but the thing that was ridiculous was the fact that like I don't know where they got these kids. Like some of these kids were just not very smart or just not very athletic. So when you went, they were like, "Okay, go get the coin. It's right in front of you." They'd like go behind themselves, and you'd be like, "You fucking idiot!"
Gamers.
Well,
What are you
to
gonna
be
do?
fair, they probably didn't know what the heck was going on. They were like, "I'm in this giant green room. I don't know what you're talking about. What coin?"
Oh,
All right, kid, when I
God.
raise my hand over here, that means an alligator is about to bite you in the balls.
Yeah, like what the crap? Oh man.
You should watch some footage, some old footage of like some of the worst Nick Arcade players. It is hilarious, where you can see like the teammate who's not in the room getting super pissed off. It's very funny.
So, anyway, now that I've gotten that out, lately I have been playing more Assassin's Creed 2.
Ass Creed.
I think I'm curious, because Chris and Jeremy, you both beat that game. Do you have any idea about how many hours you put into it?
Into Assassin's Creed 2?
Yeah. I mean, ballpark.
I honestly have no idea. Oh, probably around 60, 70. I don't know.
60?
No,
I couldn't even tell you.
that doesn't sound right. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay, I was just curious.
I want to
just
say
hit-
like 20. And there's the vacuum again.
Always the vacuuming. Yeah, I've hit the 30-hour mark, and I was wondering if I was just going really friggin' slow.
Well, there's
I
a lot
mean,
to do in that game.
there's a lot.
Besides
I've already
go
done-
through the main mission.
I've got everything, like all the collectibles except for all the feathers, because fuck that.
No, screw the feathers.
Yeah, I'm not doing the feathers. I've got
No,
like 40 of the
literally,
feathers.
screw the feathers.
Well, I will.
Yeah, you get a trophy for that.
I'm playing it on Steam, so I don't get shit.
Are you playing on a PC?
Yeah,
You hope you're using your Xbox controller though, right? Okay.
I got a PC controller.
Yeah. Okay.
I started out, I played it for about 5 minutes with mouse and
With the
keyboard.
mouse.
Went, nope, not happening. And then I overnighted a controller.
Nice.
But yeah, I've gotten everything. I got the Altair armor like a long time ago, like before I even finished the last set of armor. I've just gotten to actually this would be helpful if you'd let me know approximately how close I am to the end, because it's a great game, but I'm ready to be done. I've just had what happened. Maybe I shouldn't, because I don't want to give away spoilers and
I'm
shit.
actually trying to think back, and
I'm
can't really
in
remember
Venice,
the end of that game.
but I've been in Venice for a long time, and I just had a very pivotal moment happen where I met a bunch of like-minded fellows.
See, I was gonna say like you're right near the end, but now, if it's what I'm thinking of, you're actually like sort of close to the end, but not.
Okay,
really.
well, whatever. Anyway, that's what I've been playing, and also I don't know if I had mentioned this before, but I'd taken my PlayStation down to my dad's shop and hooked it up to the HD projector. So I've been playing Demon's Souls down there on the screen.
In the gazebo?
No, not in the gazebo. We played it in the shop.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I've been playing Demon's Souls on an 8-foot screen and going, yeah, this is awesome.
How's it coming out? Is it like clear?
It's an HD projector, so it comes out in 720.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah,
where we saw The Simpsons. We saw The
Yeah.
Simpsons on that one. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It looks really good. The only thing about the projector is it's got a little delay, so I couldn't play something like Street Fighter on it, something that requires precise timing. But an action RPG, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing GTA 4. GTA 4 was it? Yeah, GTA 4 on a projector.
At Rogue,
And, yeah,
I remember that. I remember you telling me about that.
that was a rad setup. Like once you've played on a projector in a completely darkened room, it changes your perspective for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty rad. But yeah, so anyway, there's that, and then I just beat Civ 5 again as Arabia.
Again.
Because that's what I do.
Again. Yeah. I went to this Konami event last week, which was actually pretty neat, and got a chance to check out the new redone Metal Gear Solid. That was on the one that was on the PSP.
Metal Gear Acid? Oh, Snake Eater.
Snake Eater?
No, that's Metal Gear Solid 3.
Which is, I'm forgetting the name of it now. What's the one that was on the PSP then?
Guns of the Patriots?
No, that was 2.
No, Guns of the Patriots
Guns of
4.
the Patriots. Yeah.
No, it was the one on the PSP that...
The newer one on the PSP.
Yeah, the one, the one that was on the PSP.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was redone and it's coming to the Xbox and the PS.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, are you sure?
I played it on the Xbox.
Oh well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean it looks pretty. It looks very, very pretty. I mean it's like, it was nice to visit Snake again. But it was just like an early build, so it wasn't fully complete.
Are they changing the game, or are they just updating the graphics and stuff?
I think they're just updating the graphics.
Oh, okay.
Updating graphics. Well, it's I don't know if it's like a full update. I think it's just like making it compatible to like a console.
Well, I mean they better update the graphics because I don't want to see something that's meant to be on a 2-inch screen.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it looks like it looks nice. I mean, like I don't have like a screen to screen like what it looks like, but like
right.
But I mean, yeah, but it looks like it's just like a direct port, yeah.
Yeah, I actually read they're definitely updating. I think all of the Metal Gear Solids.
And they're doing that actually with the
HD,
God of War games, the PSP, Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. Those are both getting HD remakes for the PS3, so that if you're a God of War fan but you didn't want to get a PSP, now you can have all the God of War games. And I believe they're being released as a double pack, like 1 and 2 were.
That sounds like me.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, so
those are the two that I missed. I was like,
man. I got the God of War PSP. But yeah, so I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure when that's coming out though. But look for that because I mean, Chains of Olympus was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
I didn't get around to playing Ghost of Sparta.
I've heard excellent things about the PSP God of Wars actually.
Yeah, it's honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the PlayStation Portable. In general, I'm not a big fan of mobile games. But every once in a while I'll get a really good one. And man, Chains of Olympus was just really, really good. It was really good. So, awesome for that.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of cool to fiddle with a little bit, and I played I couldn't play it because it was like a first build of the new Silent Hill game too, which was nice.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh
hey, you know what I should be doing right now?
I don't.
I should be driving back from Seattle.
Should be.
Yeah,
because
should
tax
be
is ending
technically.
right now,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
not there.
Yeah, how come you?
Why didn't you go?
We've covered this like 9 times, and it hurts every time I have to say it. But I didn't go because of school. And then guess what I did? So I'm supposed to have my final on Tuesday, my final presentation, and I managed to convince everybody to stay a little bit longer on this last Thursday and get all the presentations done, including my own, so that I wouldn't have to come back to school on Tuesday.
Yay.
So we did that, but by then it was already too late because I had other plans for the weekend, someone's birthday party, and I hadn't planned for it financially, so I was already screwed. But, womp womp.
Always next time, my friend. Always next time.
Yeah, but that's just so far away.
Oh!
But, But as far as PAX goes, I know there's been new videos for BioShock Infinite.
Yes.
And Mass Effect 3. Of course, I did not watch the Mass Effect 3
Mass Effect
videos.
3? Mass Effect
3, you know, I don't truck with trailers.
Yeah.
But
they picked. By the way, that whole thing about them picking a a female shepherd.
what?
You
You need to be real careful right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What?
Because I don't want to know any. And I'm sorry, fans, but I don't want to hear anything about Mass Effect 3.
It's not a spoiler. It was like a. It was like a.
It is if I didn't know it.
What are you talking about? It was for the cover of the box, dude. Like it was like a box cover. They're trying to determine which will be the dominant female shepherd, and there was a contest to see like what type of female shepherd you wanted, and it was like the redhead versus the blonde versus the one who had more Asian features.
I thought you were going to say something else. All right, that's fine.
No, you actually have to play as a female shepherd in this one. It's actually very interesting. I've been reading all about it.
I thought that's where you were going, and I was like, wait, whoa. So wait, now there's going to be a femme shep on the cover of the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they were.
Instead of pedophile shep?
Pedophile shep?
Can we...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop saying
makes
shep.
you look like a shithead.
Stop saying shep. Stop saying femme shep.
Chris is so annoyed right now.
Why are you annoyed by this?
So fucking stupid.
Why does it sound so fucking stupid?
So, alright, so there's going to be...
they're trying to decide what the femme shep is going to be. Yes, we get it. You're a fucking nerd. I don't need to
weren't
hear
doing
femme shep.
sassy head swivels when we said it like you just did.
No, I know. That just sounds retarded.
I'm sorry. Chris, I'm sorry.
She looks pretty hot. Look at her picture, dudes.
But wait, so now is it going to be the female shepherd and the male shepherd on the cover?
Yeah.
Or just the female
and the regular shep?
Yes.
Jeremy?
Femme shep, man shep?
And no, she doesn't look hot. She looks like she has no neck.
She's wearing an N7 suit.
She looks like she has no neck.
She's big boned.
Just like male shep.
Say shep again. Say shep again. You're gonna get the red hand.
The red hand. Whoa.
What does that even mean? Whoa, kidding you.
There's a red hand on the bottom of each of our faces where we can apparently report abuse.
No.
Oh. Yeah.
You're ridiculous. Nice. That's like oh no you didn't.
Exactly.
Like something a femme shep might do.
Jeremy, the mouse is over it.
Uh-oh.
Look, Jeremy, my hands are tied. I can't help you anymore.
So
it sounds ridiculous. It's as if I was saying, "Oh, Alex, that's so rude." So rude.com.
Oh boy.
What are you talking about?
Femshep.
Oh, you know exactly what he's talking about. Don't try and play coy.
Femshep. It sounds like something that was like that you picked up along the line, and now we're trying to like bring into regular language.
It's forum stuff, and nothing in forums should ever be repeated aloud.
Are you guys serious here? That is the standard like what people are saying on
in forums.
You guys are dumb.
Are they saying it on forums?
They say it in forums. They say femshep in forums.
Because if somebody said it in regular language, I would have slapped them.
Oh, really? You're going to slap Jen? Huh? You're going to slap Jen?
Yeah. Did she...
No, because Jen slaps back.
Oh, yeah. But Jen's all up in the forums.
Yeah. She's all over that shit.
There you go. It just sounds stupid. Just say shepherd.
Shepherd. The female shepherd.
Shepherd.
So, yes.
I didn't say it like an idiot. I just said say shepherd.
Okay. Yeah, but it's a female shepherd.
It's 2 syllables.
Shepherd. Anyway, so yeah, they talked about Mass Effect, and also there were some stuff about Skyrim that came out as well, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
Yes. And that was cool.
Hey, someone help me out here with something. Speaking of Skyrim, I've been talking to people. It's not directly about Skyrim. Sorry, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've been talking to people about the games that they're most looking forward to this holiday season, and it just so happens that the people I've been talking to have been saying Batman, Batman, Batman. Where obviously I could rattle off 20 people who would say Skyrim in a heartbeat, and that's great. But since all I keep hearing is Batman and Skyrim, what the hell else is coming out? I know Uncharted 3 is coming out, and that's looking like it's going to be really good. But because I keep hearing the same games, and I don't check regularly to remind myself, I forget what else is coming out.
I think new Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Revelations. And then Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3, which I won't really care about.
Dead Island is coming out, I think, in not next week, but the week after.
Oh yeah, that's September.
That's the beginning of the games coming out. You have Skyrim. You have
Gears 3 is not coming out until next week.
Actually, a quick side note about Dead Island before we move back. The more I watch, the more I actually really kind of want to play that game. It does look really fun.
Actually, I had the opposite. I actually had the opposite reaction because I thought it was going to be a cool, dramatic survival horror thing, and now it seems more like Left 4 Dead, which is fine. But I feel like they tricked me.
Yeah, I actually have the same opinion, Jeremy. The more I see of that game, the more I feel like the mothership is coming in for a landing.
Mothership and stop typing.
The more I see of that game, the more I feel like I was like, this is a bait and switch. This is another Left 4 Dead.
I don't really care. I didn't play much Left 4 Dead.
Which is fine, but I just
it's
thought
not
that
to say
Dead
that
Island was
Left 4
going to be
Dead
something
is
different.
Yeah, it's not to say that Left 4 Dead is anything disappointing, but I was just expecting something else, and now I kind of really want what it looked like it was going to be at first, and now I'm not going to get that.
What were you expecting it to look like?
I was expecting it to be almost kind of like this emotional survival horror, kind of like what Walking Dead tries to do, where they take a zombie apocalypse and make it about the humanity of the characters. That's what I thought Dead Island was going to be, and it seems like it's not going to be that.
Jeremy, what about the humanity of the zombies?
Gone.
Blow the head.
Gone.
It's gone. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to interject that. Anything else big that you guys know of off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head,
Mass Effect 3 is next year?
Mass Effect 3?
Yeah, Mass Effect 3 is next year, I believe. I'm trying to remember.
Does the Old Republic comes out this...
Old Republic, Old Republic.
Skip.
Really?
Yeah, just the more I see stuff about it, because I've been following that one pretty hardcore. The more I see about it, the more it just looks like the only real difference between that and WoW seems to me to be the storyline stuff, which is a great place to be different than WoW. But since so much of the game is combat and exploration, and that pretty much plays like World of Warcraft, it's just tired to me. I've done that, and Guild Wars 2 is just so much better.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is getting a lot of buzz. Apparently there was an actual hands-on demo of it at PAX, which was...
Well, there was... we played it at PAX East in March.
Yes, you're right. But this one was more sort of rounded out than what we saw at PAX East.
Well, of course. I believe they had a PvP arena set up for people to test out PvP stuff, and had some quest line available or something like that. But it was great when I played it in March, and I'm sure it's even better now, and it'll be even better when it comes out, which is still to be determined, which really makes me angry.
Yeah, I mean, like, people are like, a lot of the hands-on stuff are saying that like they're trying to like really think outside the box, which could be a good thing because it's something, it's like an experience that nobody else is providing at the moment when it comes to MMOs. Well,
that's the whole thing that I was getting at, is like, it's because it's different that I'm so excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
It plays well. The storyline and questline stuff seems to be quite adequate.
And the music is awesome.
Yeah, the music is great. The graphics are friggin' gorgeous. And, and that's not to say that Star Wars doesn't look great, sound great, and have a great storyline interface. I mean, it's BioWare, and they're doing what they do with that, and I love that stuff. It's just the combat, is bleh. But yeah, Guild Wars, I've decided I'm going to be an engineer, because then I can use guns and bombs and turrets and shit. And that's awesome.
Did we already say Gears 3?
No, you can pre-order that now, though.
Yeah. I don't know. What else is coming out?
That was my question.
And now that we've come full circle.
I think we just about hit all of them.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably missing one or two big ones that we're just kind of blanking on.
If we can for a minute, I want to dive deeper into this MMO question. Not really a question, but what makes Guild Wars 2 so much different?
Just in general?
Yeah. Well, you said like Old Republic was doing some things different than World of Warcraft in story, and then you were like, but Guild Wars 2 is just this.
Well, what I mean mostly is with the questing and the combat. Mostly the combat. Because the way Star Wars works, as you've seen, is class-based, tank healer, DD type of thing, and you've got your big row of hotkeys on the bottom, and you just spam a bunch of different abilities and whatnot, and kind of hope for the best, and that's great. It's tried and true. It works. That's how WoW does it. But in Guild Wars, the combat is more dynamic. You can actually dodge by moving. It's not all behind-the-scenes dice rolls. So, yeah, I mean, you actually have you can be far more tactical because you can circle your enemies and, dodge missile attacks and even sword swipes. And the classes aren't relegated to certain functions. Like, if you're a guardian, if you're like a Nord guardian, you don't have to be a tank. You are totally self-sufficient. You can heal yourself. You can do damage. You can do this and that. And then you've got certain abilities that give you advantages in certain areas, as all the other classes do. So, having a balanced, or I guess diverse group of people working on stuff is a good idea. But if you really wanted to, you could go out with like 5 thieves and still wreck shop.
See, now I know where the mothership is coming from.
It's coming from Dianna.
When it came on that time, it switched to Diana's picture.
No, I was actually typing something.
I know, and it happens every time you type.
Okay.
So, oh man, crap. Well, so you can go out with like 4 thieves and wreck shop. Sounds eerily similar to Final Fantasy 14.
No. Final Fantasy 14
screw it up.
Final Fantasy 14 failed on so many levels. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not too far off as far as, like, at its basest level, you're not wrong. You could go out in Final Fantasy XIV with 5 Marauders and just cleave everything in twain. but
About the execution of it, though.
but everything in Final Fantasy was poorly done.
Right.
Again, the execution of it.
Yeah, and what ArenaNet is trying to do, I believe, is create an experience where you can go out and you could play the whole game by yourself if you really wanted to. Like, you don't have to rely on other people. Much like World of Warcraft.
Right.
I played, as I've stated before, I played most of the game by myself. It's just the dungeons and raids you need other people for. Well, in Guild Wars, what they've done is they've tailored the quests and stuff. There are instances and whatnot where you will need more people, no matter what. But they've tailored the quests so that if you go out and you do it by yourself, it's at X difficulty. If you go out with a partner, it's at X2 difficulty, and so on and so forth. Or if you're in the middle of fighting, say you're in a quest and you're fighting this big sandworm or whatever. Someone runs along and is like, oh hey, I need to do this too, or I just feel like helping you. They can just jump right in and start attacking, and the difficulty of the monster immediately increases to adjust for the fact that there's now two people fighting it.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like a competition, how it used to be in Warcraft, where like somebody can clear out a whole entire level. If I'm not a whole lot, like a whole entire area, and then you would have to like wait like 10 minutes. So there's like they're trying to remove that sort of. Go ahead.
That second person that jumps in, I'm not sure. There might be certain behind the scenes rules as far as how this works, but that second person who jumps in gets credit for killing the thing, and so does the person who started the fight. I believe it's something like that. So there's no reason not to help people, or to say, hey, whoa, back off, I got this.
Camping,
no
camping is like where you have in Final Fantasy 11, where you have like people who just make bots that camp. You know?
You don't need to camp because you have no competition because everybody gets credit. It's something like that.
It sounds like they took a lot of the things that were annoying about other MMORPGs and found a way to work it into the mechanics where all that annoying stuff just isn't necessary anymore.
See,
yeah,
that's
really cool.
There must be something else involved on this whole get credit thing. Because check it out.
Well,
Because check it out. What if I was AFK for a second while waiting for this monster to spawn, and then like you were in there, literally like almost dying. Then I just came in and like shot it once. And I was like, oh, I got credit.
Well,
I got it.
Well, two things. One is I'd still get credit.
Right. But you'd be like, what the fuck?
I know. No, I would imagine there's like I said, there's got to be some sort of system in place where maybe you have to do X damage before you pass the credit threshold. Where like, okay, you've clearly been helpful, or something. I don't know.
As soon as person 2 comes in and sends their bullet or magic missile or arrow or whatever to hit the monster,
magic missile,
they can't kill it in one shot because as soon as it registers that's from someone else,
exactly,
the creature levels up and you've got another fight on your hands.
Okay, so check it out. Okay, so check this out now. So
Chris is issuing challenges.
Alex has been fighting this monster, let's say for like 5 minutes, right? He's almost got it killed. And he's like on the verge of death. I come in and I'm joining the fight. And all of a sudden the monster just like doubles in its difficulty. Now just wipes Alex off the map with this one swipe. And now I have to fight it one-on-one.
No, this is what they do now. Now they level up the monster and they give Alex a little bit of life left back so that it's not so close to the end of the fight.
No.
Now what do you say?
Well,
I say this.
What I think would happen is, as soon as I die and it's just you, I don't know, maybe the monster decreases in difficulty.
No, that's what I mean, though. But now you've been killed,
camping.
so now you're not getting the credit because you just died.
Well, I don't know. There's something.
You would be really pissed. That cannot be how it works.
I would be really pissed.
Let me tell you how I think it's going to work.
Well, just real quick, you might get there. There are certain things in World of Warcraft where even if you're dead, if you're sitting there, you still get credit. So I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, tell me, Chris.
So this is what I think is going to happen. Hey, would you like to join this party to help me fight this monster? Sure. Let's fight this monster together. Much like World of Warcraft does. You can't just walk into a battle and decide that, hey, I'm going to get credit for this thing.
Did you not see? The demo? Like
You really can.
Oh, did he? He wasn't
No,
at
that
the.
was just you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see that. Like there was a dude who was literally fighting a monster
and start helping.
Well, you can also do that in World of Warcraft. You can just start helping somebody.
Right, but you don't get any experience. You don't get any loot. And I don't believe that's
unless
the
you're
case.
in the party. Unless you're in their
Right,
party.
and this is strangers, and I believe you do, like if it's something where like a laundry list type quest, kill 5 of these, or collect 10 of these from these monsters or whatever, and someone is on that and you're on that, you can without being in the same party, you can just run around and kill them in the same area and get credit. I don't remember. It was March.
I know, but this doesn't.
Like
It needs. The explanations that we're giving it sound like too good to be true, as if.
Well, this is why I've had an erection for 6 months.
No, I know, but it sounds awesome. But the points that I'm making are very legitimate. Like, dude, if I'm sitting here fighting this monster and we're like on the verge of death, you walk in and all of a sudden it doubles in its difficulty and kills me.
Well,
I'm going to be very pissed.
Absolutely, and that's very legitimate. And the reason I can't say for sure, whether that is justified or not, is because I don't know, and that's my failing. I mean,
exactly.
I'm sure that that's not the case. There's got to be something in place that I just don't know about. But I mean, regardless, it just seems like a much more friendly game for solo and group.
Hey, dude, why do you gotta come by and pump up my sandworm? Why you gotta do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jeez.
I will never pump up your sandworm, Jeremy.
Wow.
Rest assured.
Oh.
Sorry,
really,
buddy.
Really quick, did you guys hear about this thing that was going on with the game with Deus Ex and GameStop?
What?
Yes. It was this fucking scandal.
It rocked the gaming nation. It was the copies of Deus Ex for the PC, specifically for the PC only, had OnLive had like a voucher for like a free month of OnLive, something like that, in the actual box. Well, what GameStop did was they went into the box and they pulled out the voucher for OnLive, and then replaced it with their service that they have, which is
Is it that streaming service that they're gonna?
Yeah.
That is so lame.
That's
Their own
fucking
streaming
scandalous.
service.
Oh my
So
god!
they went in and they pulled it out and then replaced it with their own streaming service
Did they
that they
think
have.
nobody would notice?
Yeah, exactly. Well, people noticed, and it was this huge scandal. Square Enix was very great about it. They were actually they were very classy about it. Like super classy about it. Actually, all the fire went to GameStop.
Well, yeah, because Squeenix didn't do anything.
Yeah,
They didn't do
exactly.
anything wrong.
But you would think that Squeenix would be like, well, you guys are motherfuckers. How dare you do that shit to our game?
Hell yeah.
No, but they weren't. They were very polite about it. And so after this huge scandal, what GameStop ended up doing was giving a $50 credit to people who purchased Deus Ex, and also gave them a $50 credit in addition to a buy two get one free coupon.
Nice.
And that's how. So essentially, they essentially gave the game to them for free for anybody who pre-ordered it.
Wow.
For PC. However, yeah. So So I don't know about people who actually like if you buy it now, if it's still like they still replace that.
Oh, they probably recalled the shit out of that.
Yeah, they actually did. They recalled all of the. I think there were no Deus Ex copies of in GameStop.
Wow.
Last week.
Yeah, that's kind of lame.
Isn't that crazy?
Way to go, GameStop.
Yeah.
But
Very, very.
Here's the thing: if there was another player in town, and I'm not talking about like Best Buy, but like another player that was, not GameStop, but like
if it was still GameStop versus EB.
Yeah, like they would never even try that shit because it'd be like, all right, you know what? You don't get our games anymore. EB gets our games, and you're not getting our games anymore.
Yeah.
They're a little
you ain't getting no games anymore. You think you pull out our stuff? We ain't getting no games.
Right. Chris is gonna get gangsta on you, GameStop.
Apparently, that's what they do.
Yeah, well, the thing is that apparently the reason why they did this was because the official statement is that regarding the Deus Ex online codes, like they said, GameStop's policies, we do not promote competitive services without a formal partnership. Square Enix packed a competitor's coupon with the PC version of Deus Ex without our prior knowledge, and we did pull the coupons.
And just managed to slip our own in there.
Yeah.
So is that actually how you say the name of that game? Because I see it on TV all the time. I'm just like, oh, that looks like a really cool game. I think I want to go buy Deus Ex.
Yeah, it's Deus Ex. Like
It's
Deus
that-
Ex.
Okay, because I feel like I had like a teacher in high school who used to.
Wait, Didn't
make
you take
announcements.
Latin in high school?
No, I didn't take Latin in high school.
I thought you did
Eric
because you
took
went to
Latin
like
in
a.
high school.
Oh, that's right.
So, but I had a high school teacher who used to, Les Miserables, the French, play thing. He used to butcher their name all the time because for whatever reason they were in my high school announcements each morning. It was like, yeah, you can win free tickets to Les Meads. And
Les Meads.
so anyway, Deus Ex or Deus Ex brought me back to that memory.
Nope. It's Deus Ex. You can ask your wife. Well,
Yeah.
your soon-to-be. Sorry.
Your soon-to-be wife.
Oh man, screw this, Alex. I'm gonna be an engineer.
Do it, man.
Yeah, I've been looking at these different trailers online while we've been going.
Yeah, man. Roam the countryside, dropping turrets and
I know.
throwing bombs.
How cool is that,
With rocket boots?
dude?
I'm saying.
Even
That's
I'm
the
considering playing this game, and I hate MMOs. But this
You won't
game,
hate this, Jeremy. You won't hate this. It'll be amazing.
You won't.
You'll love the shit out of it.
So, how are we doing on time here? Because I actually have a quick question.
We're coming to the end. Yeah.
Coming to the end?
So unless there's anything else, Dianna question go, and then we'll start wrapping up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a debate. I got into a
Be a quick one.
hot debate about what classifies a real gamer. What classifies you as a gamer? Like, is it because you play? Oh God, I'm starting to get annoyed. Is it because you play Gears of War?
What were the two sides of this argument? I'd like to know.
and then we'll take the opposite side to piss you off, and it'll be a lot of fun to listen to you.
Oh my God, Chris.
I honestly, I hate debates like this.
I'm just curious.
Really?
I hate the term gamer, and I hate debates like this.
Yes.
On that note,
Okay, sorry.
really
I guess that's been squashed.
No. Well, I mean, like the two sides. Just really quick. I'm sorry, Chris. I know. Look at your face. Wow.
No,
Go ahead.
I want to know.
Go ahead.
The two sides of debate was well, one side was, well, you don't play Gears of War or
No, fail.
Halo or Assassin's Creed and all of these all of these essentially these AAA titles.
Okay,
Like, you don't-
that's a
you don't play them.
Okay.
Your
fail
gamer
argument.
score, your gamer score is low.
No,
compared
fail.
to their gamer score of like 60,000.
Well, 65,000? Somewhere around 65,000, is that about right?
65,000/20,000, because this gamer scored low, because of trophies as well, because trophies are low.
Hey, what if you're like me and you play games on all systems, ergo, you don't have a high gamer score, you don't have a lot of trophies, and your Steam achievements are low?
Yeah.
Because I have them on everything.
It's because you vary your portfolio.
Yeah, because I'm awesome.
Ready?
All right. So wait, hold on, Chris. What's the other side? What's the other side?
The other side. Okay, so because you're not a gamer because of that, you are a gamer. Pretty much it was you are a gamer because of all of those things. It's because you know what classifies a gamer. Just because you like to play. Because in my instance, a lot of my experience in gaming has been watching you play, Alex, or watching like Jeremy play, or watching like Chris play, because at the time I didn't own a system, so I watched you play a lot of these like AAA titles that I do actually own and that I will eventually get to. Mm-hmm. I just don't have all the time in the world, and I have a job.
So wait. Let me get this straight. So this isn't a debate about what makes you a gamer. This is a debate about what makes you a gamer.
No. That was just an example. Like, just because... What, you mean you as in me?
Yeah.
You're pointing at me? No. That's like...
I'm sorry, I was pointing at the microphone, not the camera.
Oh, okay. No, that was just an example. It's just like, just because you watch a game doesn't mean that you're a gamer. And I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine, valid. Another... What?
Because it's I'm about to explode. The term gamer is fucking stupid. If you want to... who gives a shit? You want to call yourself a gamer?
14-year-olds.
Great. Like, fan-fucking-tastic. You play video games? Well, who gives a flying fuck if you're a gamer? The term is stupid. A person plays video games. They can be a gamer, sure. You want to be a gamer, call yourself a gamer. You think this person's not a gamer? Who gives a shit? It's so stupid.
The word itself, that's the thing, is the word itself does not have an actual real definition, so it's not something quantitative.
No,
you can't just say, oh, well, I have fulfilled A, B, and C,
that
ergo.
Stupid chud shut-ins came up with to try and distinguish themselves as some elite nerds who play video games. It's fucking stupid.
Let's be sort of fair. I'd say I'm a gamer, but I couldn't tell you why. Because I like video games.
Fantastic.
There it is. Done and done. But I would never say, oh, that person's not a gamer, unless, of course, they just didn't like video games. If they didn't, then I'd say, well, yeah, they're not a gamer.
It's retarded.
But
it's retarded.
If you like video games and you like to play video games, great. You're a gamer. Done.
You're a gamer, you're a video game player, you're whatever the fuck you want to be.
I mean, if you want to try and define like hardcore versus casual, that's a bit easier. But even then, it's real gray.
Yeah. Then you have like your instances. Well, the one of the examples was then you have your instances of like somebody who's like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer. I play Peggle on my phone.
Great. Yes, they're a gamer. Sure. Fantastic.
I play Peggle on my phone.
Fantastic.
You're not a gamer, Jeremy. You're not a gamer.
Fantastic.
I actually don't think of myself as a gamer. I think of myself as a game connoisseur. I approach games much like I approach beer and wine.
Like a wine connoisseur.
Because there's so many different fucking types. Like, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
We just play video games. That's it.
Just like finding like a really good, like tonight, I am drinking a really good beer that I just discovered this weekend. I'm going to give them a plug here.
Ooh. Tell me.
Flying Dog, Raging Bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've had that. That's really good.
It is delicious. It's great.
Yeah.
So I approach gaming much like I approach my beer and my wine, because it's a consumable thing, you know? Like, you're not consuming it, like, literally, but you're consuming it, like, you know, media-wise. And when I find games like Shadows of the Damned, it makes me very happy because that's a game that... Yeah, it's a game that like people don't really know about, but if they tried it, they'd like it.
We're all video game players.
Tara corrects me. She found this game. I had no idea this game existed. And the beer.
That's
the beer.
I'm a big cake, basically.
You're a phony.
I hate when people bring up gamer and that stupid argument.
It really annoyed the shit out of me.
You know what I'm going to do, Chris? I am going to take your foot and I'm going to go ahead and put it right in your own mouth. Because you said, and this is a quote. No, Chris.
Oh.
This is a quote, mind you. Sorry, Alex. You're not a real gamer if you don't play Assassin's Creed before Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, that was a joke. I said that jokingly. I said that jokingly because you know what? That's who somebody who calls themselves a gamer would say. Gamer, the term was created.
I don't know. You're losing me, Chris. You're losing me.
The term was created so that somebody could feel good and elite about playing video games.
It's just labeling, and that's the way it is with so many different things.
It's so fucking stupid.
I need the label. Whatever. Who cares?
Exactly.
And like and this person's argument was like, oh, you know, you need to know everything about the history of gaming. You need to know the history about this is what his definition of gaming was. That you need to know the definition of you need to know the history of everything that is about gaming. You need to know the you need to have played like Assassin's Creed and like Gears of War and Halo.
Check it out.
And,
that person's trying to make video
Uncharted.
games a lot cooler than they are.
Yeah, that's like saying in order to be a fan of cinema, you have to have seen all the big AAA titles.
Wait, Alex,
like all the big movies,
Alex,
the big Hollywood blockbusters.
Alex, I think you mean a watcher.
Oh, my bad.
A watcher.
A watcher.
Oh, okay.
It's really stupid.
Yeah, no, it's stupid. I mean, what that person was describing is what is commonly referred to as a hardcore gamer.
Hardcore gamer.
Hardcore.
No. Relax. I'm just saying that's what it's commonly referred to as. If that person, whoever it was, wants to say,
just
I am a hardcore
video
gamer,
game player, somebody who's really into video games.
I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter.
And then I think that's in the end.
That's
That's what really is the point of it. Is that it really doesn't matter, and it's like I personally, in my opinion, when I was in this group of people and we were having this conversation, I was just like, you know what? You're the reason why society views us in a shitty way.
Well, I wouldn't have even entertained this.
Well, I mean, like it's that type of person, and like it's that type of mentality. I feel like is the reason why the movie Gamer was made. You know what I mean? It's like, do you know, like it's like. That's like your stereotypical gamer who's like super elitist and pretty like, you know, like a jerk and whatever.
And there's plenty of those out there.
3D boobies on the ceiling.
That's somebody who's like that. This term, I imagine, came about from somebody who is really insecure about playing video games and is like, no, it's really cool. It's I'm a gamer. I'm really freaking cool. I hate to break it to you, dude. You play video games. End of story.
But, you know, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
That's
moving on. It's stupid.
It's such a draining debate because there's no winning. It's just
there is no winning. If somebody comes up to you and says, "What makes a gamer?" Walk away. Just walk away. Just say there is no such thing and walk away.
You heard it here, folks.
Gamers don't exist.
Video game players exist.
No, that's just a word. If someone says, "What's a gamer?" I'd say, I don't know, someone who plays video games.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's as far as it goes.
Gamer.
You don't have to quantify. Oh, wait. Do they play 5 or more hours a day?
That's what I'm saying.
Do they play... No. You didn't hear me. I said they play video games.
Right, they play video games.
Shut up.
No, what if they only play Peggle?
Gyro
Yes.
Yeah, wait. Last time I checked, Peggle was a game. So, done.
Sure. What if they play D&D? Yep, it's a game. You're a gamer.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Play board games. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
So, anyway, on that aggressive and inflamed note, we are going to end the podcast for the week.
I am. But check it out. I beat StarCraft 2.
Did you?
I did. Dude.
Congratulations, dude.
Dude, that story is awesome.
Chris.
I have to get back onto it. I'm only about halfway through, and I stopped
That
for something.
story is
Oh,
fantastic.
Civ
Assassin's
5,
Creed.
maybe?
And I've also been playing Deus Ex,
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I want to
really?
hear all about that next week, though.
which
cool.
is fantastic. Oh yes, you'll hear a lot about that next week.
Very good. Great. Then let's wrap it up.
Wrapping it up.
Yes, we'll see you guys next week. Please check out our website at www.gamerreaction.tv. Friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel where we put up videos, because that's what YouTube is for. Until next time, this is your old buddy Alex.
And this is Jeremy.
This is Diana.
And this is Chris reminding you,
Oh, wait.
Nope, you blew it.
No, it's really important. It's
reminding
really
you that
important.
Diana has something really important to say.
Oh, God, we were close.
Next week, which is September...
Something. Because
What is...
let's be...
September something. Why?
We don't know when we're
September
going to record.
4th
Uh-huh.
is a special podcast.
Right, and
So
we're
we'll
not
just-
going to tell you why.
Yeah,
So-
number 86.
Tune in. You're right. You're absolutely right, Diana.
We
It
need
will
to-
be a very special podcast.
September 4th.
Is that next Sunday?
That is next Sunday.
Okay. Tune in next
Podcast is on
Sunday.
Sunday, next week.
Tune in next Sunday because it will be special. You have to be there, and we're not going to tell you why, so that you show up if for no other reason than to find out why.
Ooh. Okay,
And,
sorry.
We're away on Sunday.
Unlike we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, it will be live again. So join us. It will be fantastic. There will be
Fabulous.
elephants.
Is there any way we can do it on Saturday?
You're killing me, Jeremy. We'll post the date that it will be on.
That sounds like
Later.
a better way to do it.
It will be next weekend, and we will let you know well in advance which day it is. Anyway, Chris, take us out.
So, this is Chris reminding you that if you have to rationalize your hobby by calling yourself a gamer, relax. It's cool. We play video games too.